Hello, everybody, and welcome to Webcast number 8. Fall has fell. Hope everybody's digging it. Here in Nashville, we've had some pretty good weather this week, and it's supposed to get fall-ish next week, like really cool. Thanks for being with me, whether you're with me right now or after the fact, because these things live on MeTV, on YouTube, you know. Not MeTV, what am I saying? Webb TV. I'm Webb, so therefore that's me, you know. What I'm saying and all that, but yeah, and thanks everybody for the PayPal tips. Greatly appreciated. Free show, don't have to do it, but you know, I think they've got the information on the screen should you want to do it, and there's the sign. It's PayPal me at PayPal.me / no, what is it? PayPal.me/World of Wilder. Sam Cooke, you know, was killed in a, 63? Great voice was stilled. I hate it, you know, but he left behind a lot of great music. And so let's start off with a lighthearted Sam Cooke song. We're having a party. Everybody's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio. The Cokes are in the ice box, popcorn's on the table. Me and my baby, we're out there on the floor. So Mr. DJ, keep those records playing, 'cause I'm having such a good time dancing with my baby. Everybody's swinging. Sally's doing that twist now. If you take requests, I've got a few for you. Play that one called Soul Twist. Play that one called I Know. Don't forget the mashed potato. No other songs will do. Let me tell you, Mr. DJ, keep those records playing, 'cause I'm having such a good time dancing with my baby, having a party. Everybody's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio. The Cokes are in the ice box, popcorn's on the table. Me and my baby, we're out there on the floor. Me and my baby, we're out there on the floor. Me and my baby, we're out there on the floor having a party. To the old webcast here. Yeah. What a crazy year. Gosh, you know, I take some consolation in knowing that I may not be wherever I was gonna be, live and in person, you know, during this time, but that at least if you want to, people from all over the world can be tuning in now, which they can't always do on the live and in person stuff. So looking on that bright side, you know. I've done a bunch of these. This is number 8, and so you know, I'm gonna do various things as I always do. I'm gonna switch to electric guitar later on too, but there are songs that I just always love to sing, and I'm gonna do some of them. That was one of them. Another song is the great Tim Hardin song from 1966, "Reason to Believe." Now, it's been done by everybody, and Rod Stewart did an incredible job with it on his Every Picture Tells a Story album back in the day when he was so fabulous, you know, and was still in the Faces, and there was bleed over between Faces albums and Rod Stewart solo albums, and when you didn't have Kenny Jones on drums, you had the great Mickey Waller on drums, and stuff like that, you see what I'm saying? And yes, I want to see the Ron Wood documentary. But anyway, so I went back and I listened to the original Tim Hardin version of this song, and it's beautiful and achingly sad, you know, and he may have been at Woodstock. I'm not sure. I get them mixed up. They're there were these folky singer-songwriter guys, Tim Rose and Tim Hardin. And one of them was there, and I think it was Tim Hardin because John Sebastian played his guitar. When you see the Woodstock movie and you see John Sebastian come out there in his tie-dyed clothes playing solo, that isn't even his guitar. But anyway, I'm going to play it for you. And like a lot of great songs, it has like maybe 2 verses and a chorus. If I listen long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never think about myself. If I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way just to leave the past behind. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never think about myself. If I listen long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never think about myself. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. It's just a great, great song. Steve Forbert and I tried to analyze it and figure out why it was so great. And we came up with a lot of reasons, and none of them really. It's just one of those things. It's got the X factor. And unlike a lot of You Screwed Me Over, Therefore My Heart Is Broken kind of songs, it throws in that second act sucker punch of somebody else, you know. And man, maybe there's some great country songs that sort of have that angle that I might get to on a future webcast, but in the folky 60s autumn leaves kind of songs. There's something about the autumn that's always mod to me. I just dig it. You know, it's probably because all those album covers, all those cool people in the 60s had their suede and their corduroy on and everything, you know. I'm going to do you another song that I should have been aware of long before I was, because it comes from a slightly even earlier time in the 60s, and it's by the great folkie Tom Paxton, and I think it might go back to even 61 or something, but I had never heard of it till I heard The Move, and I had never heard of The Move until Bobby Field rode a bus from Conway, Arkansas to Memphis to go to Pop Tunes to buy the Shazam album by The Move, because he read about it in Rolling Stone, brought it home to Hattiesburg and turned us on to it, and they were incredible, and that's an incredible album. But they also covered this song, and it's a real good old song. And I later found out Dolly and Porter even did it, you know. And so it's more or less a standard. Country music was folk around the edges in the 60s, because they're always looking. The country music industry is always looking at a way to cross over, and that was what was happening. The Great Folk Scare, the Kingston Trio, and all that stuff. It's called The Last Thing on My Mind. Gotta remember it though. I'll have to get back to that. I'm blanking on it right now. It's one of the ones I didn't write the words down to, so I'm blanking on that, and I'm sorry. Okay, dadgummit. After that big setup, huh? Well, anyway, the chorus is like, are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left for me to find? Well, I could have loved you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As we walk, my thoughts, they are a-tumbling, yeah, round and round, round and round. And I believe I hear subways crumbling underground, underground. Are you going away with not a word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left for me to find? Didn't mean to be unkind. Oh, that was the last thing on my mind. Here's the first verse. It's a lesson too late for the learning. Yeah, it's made of sand. Made of sand. In the wake of an eye, my soul keeps turning. Yeah, in your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with not a word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left for me to find? Well, I could have loved you better. I didn't mean to be unkind. Oh, that was the last thing on my mind. You got the first verse last. At least I remembered it. So I started with the chorus. I want to give some shout outs. I couldn't do this without Madam X, my engineer, without Nancy Lewis Pagel, my booking agent, who is helming the whole thing from her secret lair in another state. Mike O'Maddock, our webmaster. Hunter Goatley, the official Webb Wilder archivist. Patty, Leslie, the good folks at Landslide Records. You know, Elise and Abtine, who just recently did the killer job on the Night Without Love video, which I'm thinking is going to be seen on Circle TV tomorrow night through some Diddy TV thing. That's on the WebbWilder.official Facebook page too. So I'm sure I've left somebody out, the Beatniks, you know, all those guys, and I miss them. What can I say? And you, the people of the loving public. God bless you. This is, I was thinking of autumn songs, you know, and this is one that I dearly love. And of course, it's by the great Johnny Cash. At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold, wild wind will come. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I go out to a party and try to have some fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for ending what we've begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. I still miss Johnny Cash. Thank God he left behind a great, great catalog of music. But in the Johnny Cash family, we just lost a living legend, W.S. Fluke Holland, the great drummer of the Tennessee Three. And it's my understanding he played with rockabilly giant Carl Perkins before that. And, you know, he was one of those guys, he was left-handed, and a lot of the left-handed guys set up left-handed and play cross-handed, or they set up right-handed and play open-handed. He set up left-handed and played open-handed and had a beautiful, unique way of making things groove. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, I'm going to switch to electric in a little old bit, but I want to do this song. This is a song from this album, Night Without Love, and it's a song I wrote, and I was very lucky to, have all the great people play on it, especially George Bradfield, who's all over the album playing so many things. I've probably told this story before because I know I've done this on one of the other webcasts, but I had actually been to a funeral of a friend and run into a lot of other people from my past and come back to Nashville. This is quite a few years ago. And was just so overwhelmed by all the memories and the emotions and everything. And I didn't know how to deal with it. And I realized, hey, you know, I'm not supposed to have all the answers. I'm just Webb Wilder, just a little old Webb Wilder. That's the full-grown men and everything, you know. Life is a big deal. I don't have to understand it. That's the name of the song, The Big Deal. The big deal of it all has brought me to my knees many times before. It just won't give me peace. I try and look away. It's just too big a view. It's more than I can say. It's all that I can do. I think I know it all. I think that I'm so smart. Still my IQ falls. Speaking from my heart, the timing isn't right. I get the words all wrong. I guess that's why tonight I'm setting down this song. My heart is overfull. My eyes are open wide. I can feel the pull strong from either side. I won't look away. I've got my courage up. I'm not ashamed to say that I believe in love. Turn my back on you. I never learned that trick. I tell you what we'll do. Don't think about it quick. We'll put our fears aside. We'll fill our hearts with love. We'll do away with pride. Forgiveness is the stuff. The big deal of it all has left its mark on me. The lights out in the hall, that makes it hard to see. I'll try to stay on track. I've got a ways to go. It's too late to turn back. It's too soon to know. La la. And it's on that album right there. I'm so proud that we have vinyl on this one. You know, there was vinyl on the first two albums, and you got to find a used or new old stock copy on those. But we have these. We have all the other albums on CD and this one on CD. At WebbWilder.com, got T-shirts, got all that other stuff, and we have the Webb Wilder Credo posters. I think we're out of one of the many colors, but we've got others. And as if you don't know, the Webb Wilder Credo, it's work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. Last thing on my mind, apologies to Tom Paxton. I'm going to switch to electric guitar now, folks, so give me a minute. And I wanted to give another shout out to my friend Matt Van, who had me on his podcast, The Van Cave. Check it out. He's a little under the weather this week. We're wishing him all the best. And I wanted to give a shout out to a gentleman named Beck Bryant, who made me a beautiful handmade wooden guitar stand, which actually passed muster with Madam X and now is in the living room. And you know it's a good one if it made it that far. Thank you, Beck. That's so cool. I appreciate it a whole lot. And stuff like that. It's a guitar world, you know. It's one thing I've been doing during the pandemic is checking out all these badass guitar players who are putting their stuff on, you know, streaming programs and YouTube and what have you. Excuse me 1 microsecond. We got some hum here in the basement at Wildroot, and so I didn't turn on the amp until I was ready to use it because it kind of makes some racket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Long ago, there was a guy who called himself Young Jesse. And that's the name he recorded under. And hear the buzz. So anyway, I know these words, but I've got a crutch. I've got them written down. So I found out about this song when I lived in Austin in the 70s. I used to go hear this great band called Mother of Pearl, and they did this song. And then much later, we recorded it. I guess we did it on the About Time album. And I was thinking of doing it more like they used to do. We did it like... I'm gonna tell you a story about Mary Lou. I mean, a kind of girl make a fool of you. We did it like that, right? But they did it kind of like this. And actually, the real version is kind of like this, too. Let me get on the stool right. I'm going to tell you a story about Mary Lou. I mean the kind of girl make a fool of you. She make a young man groan and an old man pain. The way she took my money was a crying shame, Mary Lou. She took my diamond ring, Mary Lou. Oh, everything. She took the key to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and then drove afar. Well, she left from Detroit, going to Kalamazoo. Made herself a fortune out of fools like you. Made her a rich man who was mad, had 3 kids. She drove that cat until he flipped his lid, Mary Lou. She took my watch and chain, Mary Lou. Oh, everything. She took the key to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and drove far with Mary Lou. Well, I put a detective on her trail, post office so that they could trace the mail. Got picked up, was sent to jail. She kept that judge just to pay her bail, Mary Lou. She took my watch and chain, Mary Lou. She took my diamond ring, took the key to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and then drove her far. Well, I put a detective on her trail, post office so that they could trace the mail. She got picked up and then was sent to jail. That judge just to pay that bill, Mary Lou. She took my watch and chain, Mary Lou. Oh, everything. Took the key to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and then drove far. Well, she came back to town about a week ago. She said, well, I'm sorry that I hurt you so. And a 55 for a $2 bill. The way she took that man, it gave me a chill, Mary Lou. She took my watch and chain, Mary Lou. She took my diamond ring, took the key to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and then drove her far, Mary Lou. Mary Lou, now Mary Lou, hey! Mary Lou, Mary Lou, now Mary Lou, Mary Lou, now Mary Lou, all right. Watch out for her. She travels, y'all. Mary Lou. Mary Lou. Well, very nice. Or maybe not very nice, but it was fun playing it. Nat King Cole. A lot of people don't know. He became such a pop star and such a stylist, you know, and so imitated. I mean, I think that Ray Charles and Chuck Berry, really imitated his singing because he had such clear phrasing, which enabled him to cross over pop. And, finally they had to find their own style, which of course they knocked it out of the ballpark in different ways, respectively. But Nat King Cole, so great as a pianist. He was a jazz pianist. He had the Nat King Cole Trio, and his first hit is a song that I was in a band that covered years ago. We were Americana before anyone used the term Americana. I was in a band called Eveready, and we were born in a house trailer outside of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, near a truck stop that was gone now, that was called the Sullivan Kilrain Truck Stop, so named for the last big bare knuckle prize fight between Gentleman Jim Corbett and Jack Kilrain. How about that? So anyway, we did all kind of swing and stuff, and we did this song by Nat King Cole called Straighten Up and Fly Right. Take two and... Took a monkey for a ride in the air. The monkey thought that everything was on the square. The buzzer tried to throw the monkey off of his back, but the monkey grabbed him by the throat, said, "Listen, Jack, straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use in jiving? Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. The buzzer told the monkey, you were choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer right square in the eye. He said, your story is so touching, but it sounds just like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Buzzer told the monkey, you were choking me. Release your hold and I will set you free. The monkey looked the buzzer right square in the eye. He said, your story is so touching, but it sounds just like a lie. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Fly right. And there you have it. I don't know anything else by the great Nat King Cole, but I almost know that one. So, I was looking back through, I've tried to go back. I'm really going to try to be a much better network executive when it comes to Webb TV and, annotate things and all. And I have gone back, I think, and put the titles in the comments of all the songs done on the various webcast shows. So I went back and looked through the other 7, and I could have sworn I'd done this song on one, and maybe I have, but I didn't see it. If it's there, it slipped by me. Anyway, it's worth doing again. It's a great song. So we were in one of the great studios here in Nashville years ago, making one of the records, and most of the records were made. A lot of the records were made in more than one studio, so that's why I don't remember where we were. And we met Conway Twitty, is the short version of the story, and we said, hey, we used to do this song of yours called Lonely Blue Boy, and he said, oh yeah, that was written for Elvis for the movie King Creole, and they changed the name. For me, it was called Danny Is My Name. This is before he was a country superstar. This is a rockabilly thing, and he said it was a big hit for him. He's a very nice man. At least that was our impression of him. I'm sure it was accurate. So anyway, I'm going to do it for you. It's on the Mississippi Modern album, which was a singular experience. We got to record in a great old studio that, I'm not exaggerating, has been demolished. real estate got too valuable and now it's a parking lot. It's hard to believe a parking lot. I mean, you could have sort of seen it if they put a Dick's Sporting Goods there or something, but it's hard to believe that a parking lot is worth more than a recording studio as a business, you know. But the studio where Ringo recorded years ago when he came to Nashville, when he did that Bukus of Blues album. So anyway, I digress. Yeah, it was called Studio 19, and this is Lonely Blue Boy. My name should be trouble. My name should be woe. Trouble and heartache is all I know. Yeah, lonely blue boy is my name. My life has been empty. My dreams have been torn. It must have been raining on the night I was born. Yeah, lonely blue boy is my name. Well, I'm oh so afraid of tomorrow, and so tired of today. Well, they say that love is the answer, but love never came my way. Yeah. I'm writing this letter to someone unknown. If you should find it, and if you're alone, yeah, lonely blue boy is my name. Oh yeah. Well, I'm oh so afraid of tomorrow, and so tired of today. Well, they say that love is the answer, but love never came up my way. Yeah. I'm writing this letter to someone unknown. If you should find it, and if you're alone, yeah, lonely blue boy is my name. Remember, lonely blue boy is my name. But it's only make believe. Another good one, another good Conway song. Buzz, hum, hum, buzz. Here on webcast number 8. Oh man, thank y'all for listening. In the real live time, you know, it's Friday here in Nashville, and my radio show, The List, the Americana Chart Show, came on WMOT. You can hear that anywhere in the world when it airs, you know, which is 2 to 4 in the afternoon Central Time on Fridays, and 7 till 9 in the mornings on Saturdays. Anywhere in the world, WMOT.org. It's a weekly show, and usually under Roots Radio Replays at WMOT.org, they have some of the previous episodes. This song, I always thought was such a great song. Quite honestly, I felt that I wasn't worthy to be the original artist, because I thought, man, if this song could be done by Tina Turner or somebody, it would be a mainstream hit. But that never happened. And actually, I did this on the last webcast, and I had such favorable response from a lot of you people out there, in the loving public, that I thought, maybe if I did it again, I could do it a little better. I got kind of inspired. It's called, I can't ever figure out how to sit on this stool. It's called Soulmate. 2, 3, 4. This night world is full of secondhand sensations and designer decay. There are just too many adult situations, not a place for a child to play. So if what you want from love's a temporary buzz, get out of my way. 'Cause I'm trying to find the deep down kind, and a quick fix ain't worth the time it takes. I'm looking for a soulmate. I'm looking for a heart that beats in time with my soulmate. If you're not a solid cinder, then you're not my kind. They make a state-of-the-art artificial heart, but it's just a clever fake. It's a shame this heart that's heaven made is such an easy thing to break. So I handle mine with care, and I wonder, do I dare take a chance, take a leap of faith? Not everyone has an angel of their own, and I need someone. I'm looking for a soulmate. I'm looking for a heart that beats in time with my soulmate. If you're not a solid cinder, then you're not my kind. No one can stand alone. I need love to grow on. I'm looking for a soulmate. I'm looking for a heart that beats in time with my soulmate. If you're not a solid cinder, then you're not my kind. I think it fades on the record, so I had to think of an ending for it real quick. Pretty interesting story how we came to record that song too. We were at the old, they had made it in, and it still isn't and it's a good thing, it's preserved at least, unlike Studio 19. They had made it into kind of a tourist thing, the old historic Studio B, RCA's old historic Studio B. So we were doing the, I guess the Acres of Suede album, and we recorded the whole thing in one session, nothing addressed later, vocals, lead guitar, everything. While tourists looked at us through the glass. But hey, we were at historic Studio B, and I was always really proud of the way that came out. At the end, Will. When I say Lazy Lester, some people might think I'm talking about the great Jimmy Lester, but no, I'm talking about the late, great roots music artist Lazy Lester from Louisiana. This is his song, and I think I first heard it by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. They did so many great covers, many of which were suggested to them by their original drummer, Mr. Mike Buck. Hello, Mike, if you're listening. And Mike is still very active out there in Austin. And in fact, Joe Nick Petoskey just did a book about the great Fort Worth blues singer Robert Ely. And Mike Buck was part of that band, and Jackie Newhouse, and Sumter Bruton. And that just hit the intraweb today. I actually kind of need to get a copy of that book. So Mike is a roots music legend, and so is Lazy Lester. You want to see my baby, you know that gal is so fine. You love me in the morning and late at night, she's always on my mind. She got sugar-coated love, yeah, sugar-coated love. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. Have your share of the others, taking them one you may choose. I'm holding on to that baby of mine. She's got what I can't use, and that's sugar-coated love. Yeah, sugar-coated love. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. I don't have to worry about money, I don't have to worry about clothes, I don't have to worry about everything. She's my baby, and goodness knows you got sugar-coated love. Man, sugar-coated love. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. You don't know what sugar-coated love is. Well, it's the best loving they got. It's a kind of love made over young. Make the North Pole hot. You got sugar-coated love. Man, sugar-coated love. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. She's a real gone baby, I don't mean baby, she's mine. Ow, 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 ow. Sugar-Coated Love, Lazy Lester. You know, we recorded another one of his classic songs on Town and Country, which was Lover Not a Fighter, and I did that here by myself, miraculously, somehow, on one of the previous webcasts. They're all there on Webb TV and WebbWilder.official. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm looking down my list to see what I left out. I wasn't going to do this song, but a friend of mine called me today. It always makes me feel good when, people I respect like what I do, which is often, not all the time. But a friend of mine called me. He told me he thought this was a great song, and he's a great songwriter himself, so it really meant a lot to me. And I thought, golly, I haven't played it in a while. And I've done it on one of the previous webcasts, but I'm not sure which one. But I'm going to do it for you now. It's on the new album. It's on Night Without Love, and it's called Illusion of You. I wrote it with Joe McMahon. Shout out to Joe. Shout out is an overused term, but what else we going to say? What else we going to use in lieu of it? If we ban it and, place a mandate against it and all that. Okay, so see if I can get positioned here. Illusion of You. I held your hand, it felt like the first time. A hand it held fast in this whole life of mine. I thought reindeer could fly, fairy tales were all true. That was before I cried for an illusion of you. What's in a name? Never forget a face. Between pride and shame, it's a hell of a race. You swam to the shore, I sunk like a shoe, still reaching for my illusion of you. Thin air don't make much of a crutch. In the wink of the night, I was caught in the clutch of a sad, stupid lie masquerading as truth. A poke in the eye, an illusion of you. I know, so close, almost. I'll be alright, I'm getting used to the feel. I see the light, it seems to be real. It's hard to let go of something untrue when it's all that you know, like my illusion of you. Thin air don't make much of a crutch. In the wink of the night, I was caught in the clutch of a sad, stupid lie masquerading as truth. A poke in the eye, an illusion of you. I held your hand, it felt like the first time. A hand that held fast in this whole life of mine. I thought reindeer could fly, fairy tales were all true. That was before I cried for my illusion of you. Illusion of You. I guess if I was really, a good marketer, I would know the date of the next one of these we're going to do and tell you now. I can pretty well tell you we will do one toward the end of the next month. I don't have the date exactly in mind, but I bet it might be before Halloween because I kind of have some Halloween-y songs in mind, you know what I'm saying? Pumpkin flavored Wilder or something like that. Okay. Y'all have heard this song before, but I know there are quite a few of you who like it, so I'm going to do it again for you right now. It's called The Human Cannonball. on to learn my trade. Very first show, now I blew the folks away. Now the job's a little risky, I'm my own boss. I got to tell you now, it really gets me off. I live in a tent with the world's strongest man. When I met the mother like to broke my hand. My baby, she's the lady in the high wire rack. When I'm feeling tense, she walks on my back. Now the pay's okay, the benefits are great. I get to shoot the bull with the world's smartest tape. I'm the human cannonball. Well, I'm a human cannonball. Oh, no. Folks, just make yourselves at home now, have a snow cone, enjoy the show. They put me on the cover of the USA Today, show the world what the human cannonball got to say. On the Carson Show, said HC, what you do, you got to be right out of your tree. It's a little risky, I'm my own boss. I got to tell you now, it really gets me off high. I'm the human cannonball. Yeah, I'm the human cannonball. Oh, yeah. Woo! I'm the human cannonball. I'm the human cannonball. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all so much for being with us on this Friday night. We'll be seeing you later on Webb TV and webwilder.official.